Prime Minister Allen Chastanet does not believe that citizenship and residency programs are going away anytime soon. He made this assertion during the 13th Annual Global Citizenship Conference in London earlier this month.
First of all, I think, disabuse people's ideas, if anybody has it. I'm sure most people in this room are convinced that citizenship is a model that's been around for many, many years and will be around for many more years. And even when we hear some of the comments from the more developed countries trying to some way say that this is not a good program, let's just take this country as an example. If I am a star athlete from Africa and a football club is willing to invest $10 million in giving me a contract for developing my skill set, I qualify to become a citizen of this country. So it exists. The criteria is what's going to change around the world. And I think that that's why, in the case of Saint Lucia, we've looked at it from the prospect of adding value.
Chastanet conceded that there is minimal desire by applicants to have a second passport for security reasons. However, the Prime Minister told the audience that citizenship and residency programs must add something in order to attract applicants.
One of the largest applicants of our program are Americans. Why would Americans want a Saint Lucian passport? Well, when they're traveling abroad, they don't want to have a U.S. passport. And they feel more secure in having a Saint Lucian passport. Does that make them a terrorist? Does that make them that they're trying to escape something? They're trying to deal with the reality of the world today. And sometimes holding a different passport gives you access to things that you wouldn't necessarily have in your own country. And that is something that has existed since the time immemorial. And I think it's going to continue to consist. Saint Lucia's perspective on CIP is that we believe that countries need to be able to show substance. We think as the world becomes more aware of these programs, people are going to want to see substance.
It should be noted, China dominates the list of top 10 nationalities among Saint Lucia CIP participant countries with 106 citizens. Iran and Syria are second with 42 nationals in Saint Lucia's citizenship program. Cumulatively, from 2016 to 2019, 30 applicants from the U.S. have been approved. Prime Minister Chastanet, though, is adamant that security standards are kept and meet regional and global compliance. But he insists on some right to national self-determination in the qualification criteria.
We then believe that there are other reasons why people want to be able to have citizenship, and it's to create a model. So for ours is about making it so that persons can own real estate, can have a residency. This idea of who's going to be considered to be a resident. Saint Lucia's definition of it is, as long as you don't reside anywhere else in the world for 180 days and you own real estate in Saint Lucia, you're a resident. Because if in fact you're not a resident anywhere for more than 180 days, or you don't reside anywhere, where are you a resident of? That becomes in our mind the minimum. It can't be that you can impose on a sovereign country to determine how it's going to classify its own resident. We believe the idea of the Headquarters Act, so that business people who want to be able to have another residency or a different citizenship, and also are given the opportunity to have a business, and therefore there is a greater commitment.
While, according to the Prime Minister, there are countries which offer a quick and fast track to get a passport, Saint Lucia will continue to differentiate itself in the market. Saint Lucia's Citizenship by Investment program took in nearly $62 million in revenue in 2018 to 2019. Joachim de Plessis, HTS News Force.